Does anyone actually remember the original Broly movie? The Broly trilogy has always been divisive among the community. While the first movie garners appreciation, the second and third are often criticized for their poor writing. When I reviewed Bio Broly, many agreed on its shortcomings. This led me to question if the original movie was as good as I and many others remembered. Let's explore Dragon Ball Z's Black Sheep, Broly, the Legendary Super Saiyan.
The movie begins with the destruction of the South Galaxy by the Legendary Super Saiyan. King Kai, alarmed by this devastation, reaches out to Goku, urging him to address this new threat. Goku, however, is stuck in the school sign-up for Gohan, forcing him to leave Chi-Chi alone with the school advisors. After me and Vegeta nearly have a stroke from Krillin's terrible singing, a spaceship arrives with a Saiyan named Paragus on board. Initially, Vegeta is approached by Paragus, who invites him to rule a newly established planet Vegeta. Skeptical and disinterested, Vegeta refuses the offer until Paragus mentions the emergence of the Legendary Super Saiyan, piquing Vegeta's interest. Paragus guides Vegeta and the Z Fighters to the new planet Vegeta. However, his true intentions remain unknown, adding complexity to his role in the story. Goku, after hearing of the Legendary Super Saiyan, uses instant transmission to join the others on new planet Vegeta. Upon their arrival, the Z Fighters encounter the inhabitants of the planet. They observe the mistreatment of the enslaved inhabitants, prompting Gohan to intervene and showcase his compassion. Suspicion arises around Paragus and Broly, especially when Broly attacks Goku unprompted. The action in this movie is really good, far better than Bio's was. The true nature of Broly is unveiled. Flashbacks reveal his immense power at birth and the control Paragus attempted to exert over him. The tensions escalate as Broly's restraints begin to falter. Broly breaks free from his restraints, transforming into the Legendary Super Saiyan. He launches a relentless assault on Goku, Gohan, and Trunks. Vegeta, paralyzed and furious, unable to move, very out of character. As Gohan was about to be killed by Broly, he is saved by Piccolo, showing why Piccolo is my favorite character. Even with Piccolo's assistance, the fighters get overwhelmed. Having Piccolo land next to Vegeta, Piccolo gives Vegeta a pep talk to get him into the fight, but it's useless. Piccolo is the coolest character in this movie, and I love how he is so badass. Unlike in the Cell Saga, where he's literally a chump besides the one moment where he fought Android 17. Vegeta finally gets over his fear, which was so ridiculous, but he's still easily defeated by Broly. Facing imminent defeat, Goku gathers the energy from his allies, symbolizing their unity and shared purpose. Even with this, Goku is beaten around by Broly until Vegeta finally gives up his pride and gives his power to Goku. This final bit of power from Vegeta gives the strength needed to empower Goku so he can confront Broly head-on. With renewed vigor, Goku catches Broly's punch and makes even the Legendary Super Saiyan feel fear. Goku rushes at Broly in a final gambit to defeat him and delivers a decisive blow to Broly. This punch seemingly kills Broly. The immediate threat was defeated. The planet's impending destruction urges a swift departure. The fighters barely escape the collapsing planet, and we get a funny scene with the Z Fighters and the inhabitants being cramped in a spaceship. Returning to Earth, Goku and Gohan are criticized by Chi-Chi for missing Gohan's school sign-up, and the movie ends. The question I've been pondering throughout this entire movie has finally been answered. Despite its plot conveniences and instances of poor writing, this film is good, at least for Dragon Ball standards. While many, including myself, have issues with certain aspects of the movie, how did a baby survive the vacuum of space? Dragon Ball doesn't rely solely on its story to convey its messages. It often communicates through its spectacular fights, and surprisingly, the battle with Broly carries significant meaning. Broly is a character who had no one. He enslaved an entire planet and destroyed a galaxy solely for his own enjoyment. Broly represents what Goku could have become had he not bumped his head as a child. Like Broly, Goku was destined to be a Legendary Super Saiyan, not the Legendary Super Saiyan, but he had the grand destiny nonetheless. Goku ultimately defeats Broly because he chooses to protect those he cares about instead of destroying. It's a battle between what Goku represents as a new kind of Saiyan and the ultimate embodiment of what Saiyans used to be. Broly is the ultimate representations of these issues, being a psychopathic murderer with no care for anyone, not even his own family. Goku wins only because of the friends he made along the way, cringy as that sounds. The most cathartic part is that Goku gets Vegeta, previously someone who exemplified the Saiyans, to give him the energy needed to defeat Broly. What we can learn from that is that you should help others instead of only focusing on yourself. The isolation that comes from selfishness will cause you to think more like a Saiyan. Do you really want that? This movie, while not perfect, is surprisingly meaningful and has shown me that perhaps some of the other Dragon Ball Z movies might be underrated gems. I've decided that I will review more of the Dragon Ball movies, but only if you can get this video to 50 likes. Remember to subscribe because I have much more Dragon Dragon Ball content like this in the works. Thanks for watching.
Dragon Balls, we all like balls.